Hello, friend. Welcome to From Worn Out and Weary to Radiant Day 2. Well, and 3. I'm going to just do Day 2 and 3 video together because they go hand in hand. So today we're going to be talking about awareness. We're going to be bringing awareness to a couple of things. And we're going to be talking about indicator lights, okay? Our body has indicators, just like indicator lights, just like your car. That dashboard has those indicator lights. Now, some of us have no idea what those indicator lights mean. And sadly, that rings true for us as well. Some of us have been ignoring our indicator lights for so long, we don't even know what they mean anymore. It took me a while to realize that what my tired signals were. You would think that tired just meant, yawning and feeling sleepy, but actually, I get kind of weird when I'm tired. Like I almost get hyper and weird. I'm basically a toddler, which actually I want to encourage you. Part of self-care is actually treating yourself the same way that you would treat a toddler. Okay. So I'm going to introduce you to a tool that I learned through a program called Freedom Session that is very powerful and very helpful. And it basically is the way you would treat a toddler. We have to do this to ourselves because we've been ignoring the indicator lights for so long that we don't even notice them anymore. What happens when we ignore the indicator lights on our car? What happens? Maybe we run out of gas. That sucks. Who's ever run out of gas, either in their car or physically? Yeah, okay. Or maybe we overheat. Okay, anybody ever overheat and wreck something? Okay, our bodies need to be maintained, and it is one thing that we so very often ignore. So this tool that I'm going to share with you is going to help you to pay attention to those indicator lights, refuel when you need to refuel, to stop driving when you need to stop driving, to rest, to do those things that you need to take care of your body so that you can keep functioning optimally. So the tool that I want to teach you is called HALTS. That's the tool that I learned from Freedom Session. Now I've added a P at the end. So HALTS stands for, so it's HALTS. Oh, let me just grab it. I'll show it to you in the workbook. Okay. This is the workbook. If you haven't already printed your little self-care guide, this is a free guide that you can print. And in here is the HALTS. So you can actually write this down. And there's so much power in actually taking the minute to write these things down. So H stands for hungry. A stands for angry. L stands for lonely. T stands for tired. S for stressed. And then I add the P for pain or PMS. Okay. And we need to pay attention to these things. I don't know if for those of us, maybe there's a few men on the group, you don't have to worry about PMS, thankfully. Well, maybe you do. Maybe there's women in your life that you're like, I should be keeping track of this stuff. It might be worthwhile. Actually, I know some men are terrified of it, but I highly recommend if you just pay attention to those things, then you'll know when to not make comments like, well, maybe you're got your period. Okay, don't make those comments. That's not helpful. But I seriously had this the other day. My daughter, my 3-year-old, started rearranging the fridge magnets on my fridge, and it irritates me. It's a pet peeve for sure. But all of a sudden there was this this rage building up inside me over fridge magnets. Okay. And they're pictures. I don't want them wrecked, but seriously, there should not have been rage over fridge magnets. And all of a sudden I went, and I went over to my app and I checked, yep, day 32. Here we come. So I went over and I used some oils and I got that rage under control rather than freaking out on my 3-year-old for touching my fridge magnets. Okay, so this is why we need to track and pay attention and ask ourselves, okay, am I hungry? Okay, this is what I mean about thinking of yourself as a toddler. If a toddler is freaking out, it's like, are you hungry? Are you tired? What's going on? Okay, so are you hungry? And I'm going to encourage you, scale it 1 to 10 or 1 to 5, whatever makes more sense to you. Am I hungry, or do I just, feel like, do I have cravings, or am I legitimately hungry? Okay. Am I angry? Okay. On a scale of 1 to 5, how angry am I? Am I lonely? Okay. This is one that I really noticed when we went through this program before. Many, many people recognized, oh my goodness, I'm lonely. And they didn't even realize it, even when they're around people, they're still feeling lonely. Okay. And on another day, we will talk about what you can do to address these different things. Today, we're just kind of bringing awareness to these things. Okay. Tired? Am I tired? Okay. And I will say, if you are tired, maybe you need a nap. Maybe you need to get some bedtime routines going, or maybe you need to get moving. Maybe your energy is just in the dumps because you haven't moved your body for 3 weeks. Okay. That's very possible these days with everything that's going on in the world. It's possible that you are just not moving enough. So I want to encourage you that that could be a factor there. Stressed. Okay. Where's your stress level at? This is one that I have a tendency to just ignore. Like, I've taken care of most of the things, but then that stress level is way up there. And until I sit down and ask myself, how stressed am I have no idea. And it's just something that we need to be aware of, because that little indicator light is going off. Bing, 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 bing. You know, that's the overheating. Okay. That's the temperature gauge on your car going, ooh, we're getting hot. We're getting hot. Calm down, we're getting hot, okay? You need to pay attention to your stress levels. And then pain, okay? So many people, this is what I've discovered, is a lot of people, their pain levels are like sitting at a 9 or an 8 a lot of the time. You know, people who have chronic pain have these crazy high pain levels. And because it's just kind of there all the time, they ignore it, okay? And what happens is you're ignoring it, but it's not gone. It's there, just constantly building up pressure. Okay, so now you've got this pain that's sitting there building pressure, and then you've got stress building pressure, and now you're tired and hungry on top of it. Boom, things explode. Your car's a wreck. Okay, we don't want that. Okay, so what you got to do is you got to pay attention, and then you got to do something for it. Okay, so I've got this weird little toothache, and I noticed it right away this morning, but I ignored it. But then when I actually took a minute to pay attention, I realized that not only is it a toothache, but it's radiating up into my ear and through my whole jaw. So here's what I did. I grabbed my Valor and I rolled it on and I massaged it in. And when I do this, my pain goes from it's not crazy high. That's the thing. It's an easy one to ignore. My pain level went from a 6 down to a 1 or a 2. Okay, so I did the Valor, and I'm going to add Copabe on top because this one is an enhancer oil. This oil is super versatile. Oh, I don't have much left in my bottle. I'm going to do something I'm not supposed to do. I'm going to tap it on my hand because there's almost nothing left in it because I love this oil. This one is, both of these oils actually are amazing for stress and for pain. So you're going to get the benefits both ways. And I'm just going to massage those in. I'm going to smell those. I'm going to let my body calm down a little bit. And those are the simple things that we can do to release some of that pressure so that it's not just building up against and working against us constantly. So there are things we can do to, first of all, pay attention to those indicator lights and then to address those concerns rather than ignoring them. So the HALT P is the tool that I gave you in lesson 2. And the only thing that I want to ask you regarding lesson 3 is, are you someone who ignores the indicator lights? Or do you tend to, and maybe you do a little bit of both, do you tend to focus on those all day long? So you wake up and you're like, I'm tired. I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired. And then you tell yourself all day long, I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired. Oh man, I feel tired. Oh man, I'm so tired. Oh, I'm so tired. Okay. What do you think that does? What do you think that does? Hey, how do you feel when you tell yourself all day long you're tired? Or you're focused on the stress. Oh, I'm so stressed. I'm so stressed. I'm so stressed. I'm so stressed. Okay. If you spend as much energy addressing those things as you do focusing on and dwelling on those things, you could have released that pressure and been in a much better headspace by now, right? So that's day 2 and 3. Tomorrow is Sunday, if you're listening to this live. I don't know what day you're listening to this if it's a replay, but that's why I'm not doing a video. Sundays are our day of rest. I highly encourage a day of rest. And rest is not scrolling through Facebook. I try to unplug as much as possible on our day of rest. Sundays are family time, resting, not working, not, I avoid screens as much as possible. Yeah, we might watch a movie with the kids or something like that. But so that's why I'm not doing another video tomorrow. But I would encourage you, if you've got your guide, fill out your HALTS P for today and again tomorrow. And in here it has action steps. So think about, what do you think you need to do to support yourself when you're hungry, when you're angry, when you're lonely, when you're tired? What can you do? And I'll give some tools later on, but in the meantime, I just really encourage you to think about those things for yourselves. What can you do to address those concerns, to get yourself in a better space, to relieve some of the pressure? Treat yourself like a toddler, okay? You know, your mom isn't always around to, to tell you to go have a nap. Maybe you should have a nap, okay? If you need somebody to tell you to have a nap, here I am. I'll be your mom. Take your vitamins, have a nap, drink lots of water, have some protein, okay? Take care of yourself. Bless you so much, friend. Thank you for joining us here in Radiant. I am so excited to have you. And if you ever have any questions or concerns, do not hesitate to reach out. Bless you.